Alrighty, trade recap for October 21st. I traded NASDAQ today, so trade recap. Going back to the 30 minutes. So I use a 30-minute as my high time frame these days. It's just easier. One, I can mark out my sessions with these dotted lines. So this is my Asian session, this is my London session, and then this is pre-market, and then this is the main session, and I use the 30-minute mark on here. So my daily bias was bearish, and I like to put an arrow here now sometimes just to remind myself of said bias. And so Asian market here does what it does. London market took out Asia's lowest price. It made a new low. And so just based off of that move, if I wasn't looking at this section, my bias would have been bullish, because if I took out if price took out Asian low and made a new low, then it's going to reverse, which it does. It reverses up, and I'm expecting move towards the up. However, it's important to look at market when it opens, right? Because new money and high volume and all that good stuff. And I trade New York. So market opens 9:30 Eastern, and actually in the pre-market, it takes out this blue line is my London. So even in the pre-market, it makes this high, this new high. So in my mind, with volume coming in with London, I'm gonna expect bearish. That's basically how I calculate it. Volume in the New York is much thicker and stronger than Asian and London, right? And since I had this liquidity draw where I had a higher volume take out previous highs from the previous session, and I'm using session highs and lows to determine the direction of the market for the day, or for my trading purposes. Since it took out London high, I'm expecting a bearish move, and that's what I got. So if I'm expecting a bearish move, I'm looking for SMT divergence, bearish SMT. So I'm looking for higher highs. And I don't know if I got it. I don't even think I waited. Actually, I did. So pre-market into new market is just kind of slightly higher, kind of, on the ES versus NQs was lower. So being that this is lower, this is going in the direction faster than the ES is. ES is going to still go up before it goes down. So that made NQ my leading. So now I broke down into the 5-minute. When I looked into the 5-minute, I looked for some confluences. I try to look for break of structure. For some reason, it tends to skip my mind. Market opens here, and break of structure probably happened right here. And then I have fair value gap drawn here, and when it respected the fair value gap, I entered. I put my stop loss here. It hit take profit 1, 2, 3, and then I got out by the time it started to reverse up. The reason why I got out is because hold on, let me drop down to the 1 minute. Yeah. So it respected the first fair value gap. Hold on, I moved something. All right. In fact, had this great gap. It respected it, so I entered in on this candle. Got this whole scare factor here, but had this really big candle move all the way down. And then this looks like two relatively equal lows. And when I see two relatively equal lows, these are strong concessions for me to feel like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to keep going low, because these are relatively equal lows. So I'm expecting the market to reverse. So when I got that, I got back out on this candle. On my top step, I made 196 combos, so about 400 on that. On the Trade of 8, I don't know what I did. I'm still trying to learn Trade of 8. On TradeZilla, I don't know if it's gonna refresh and show stuff. Mine takes forever. I'm not a celebrity, so mine's still. This is still from yesterday. This is the P&L from yesterday. Yeah, and today's the 21st, and there's nothing there. Oh, it says hang tight. Oh, it says no trades for today. I don't know what that means. I wish Top Step would be able to sync theirs. They don't have the opportunity yet. You have to upload an exported PDF. I'm not doing that. So that's my trade for October 21st. And I don't think I'm getting back in, because my practice now is protect your capital, protect your capital, protect your capital. And I have a reason for why I got out. This made perfect sense to me. If it keeps going low, I hope that blesses somebody else. But for me, I'm good for today.